2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome today to our Quantum Listing Wednesday webinar. We are very, very excited today for our Quantum Listing webinar because we have a new feature. We try to launch new features as much as possible at Quantum Listing because we want to keep everything new and fun, and also we don't want anyone to feel like they're missing out on something. So this particular feature is something that we've been talking about for a while, and it took a couple weeks to get put onto the site, and we are just launching it this week. So this is hot off the press. So this new feature is called our wants feature. So you can see here on the image, it says, wanted, and you'll see more in a little bit why it says that. But basically, I'm just going to mute this caller too. Or maybe that's
I did it.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. So essentially, Quantum Listing is a commercial real estate listing site. If you guys don't already know that, our mission is that Quantum Listing gives your listings maximum exposure by offering a range of features so you can market your properties without breaking your budget. At Quantum Listing, you can post an unlimited number of listings with the ability to market them seamlessly on all forms of social media. And even better, there's absolutely no paywall for potential buyers/tenants to view your properties on our site. So that last sentence with the fact that there is no paywall for potential buyers and tenants is kind of a key part here. We want to make sure that not only can you post your listings, but we also want to make sure that potential buyers or tenants can post their wants. So we already had added a lot of features to our site that allowed for people to post about what they're looking for. So one of those, we can show you up close in a little bit, but one of those is we have haves and wants groups where people can post what they're looking for or also what they have to sell or lease. We also have started doing a lot of online virtual haves and wants marketing sessions. So these started off a couple years ago. We started doing these nationwide where we would pick a particular asset class, and then we would have people from all over saying, we might pick multifamily. So people are bringing their multifamily for sale properties into the meeting and we show them. And then people who are looking to purchase would also be on the call. We started doing this a little bit more specifically in particular markets. So for example, every month we have a Massachusetts virtual haves and wants marketing session. And basically, we've worked with the Commercial Realtors Association in Massachusetts in order to have people come together from a specific market, network, work on deals. And the great thing too is that unfortunately, a lot of areas, and depending on where you are in the country, people aren't getting together for meetings. So this is kind of a way, not only can you still network, but you don't have to drive an hour to go sit in a meeting. You can jump right on your phone. Just like this meeting right here. We've done 2 of these so far, and they've both gone great, and a lot of deal making in the process. So that's been really exciting. But we decided that those 2 things were not enough, and we wanted to add another feature. So that is why we added this new feature. So that's the first item of the agenda. After that, we're going to show you how to post a want. So you might be on this call, and does anyone on this call have a particular thing they're looking for that they know they want to add to our site? Feel free to post in the chat. I see David here. He wrote, please post some examples of some of your commercial real estate wants here in the chat. So do not be shy. We really, like David said, we want to make this webinar as interactive as possible. This is a new feature. We're really excited about it, and we want to get some wants added to our site. So if you have anything at all that you're looking for, don't be shy. Type in the chat or feel free to unmute yourself. So I will show you guys how to add a want. Like I said, it's super, super easy. It's easier than adding a listing, and that's really easy to begin with. So that's how quickly it can be done. We'll also show you the fact that all of your wants are going to be part of the search results on our listing page. So from the Quantum Listing search page, I'll show you this, but I just want to give you an overview that you can always search all of our listings, and you can filter. You could filter saying, I only want to see listings for lease. I only want to see listings for sale. You could go by asset class, show me office listings for lease in San Francisco. So we added another transaction type, which is just wants. So you could just narrow it down and look at only the wants. And we're actually going to make sure that once you post something to our wants feature, we want to make sure that that gets broadcasted to everybody. So in order to do that, we're going to be adding it to our weekly email blast where we send out commercial real estate for sale. We're also going to add a button so people can click on what people are looking for. So we're going to show you, like I said, how to post, how to search, and then we're also going to show you how you can continue to share your wants even beyond posting it. Part of Quantum Listing's motto, David, what is Quantum Listing's motto? Post for free. What's the, oh, David might be disconnected, so I'm going to do it for him. But essentially, Quantum Listing, one of our mottos is search for free, post for less, and share everywhere. And so you can see these are the three: post, search, and share are three things. And then my last question, which I'm asking you also now, is what do you guys want? So if you are on the buyer side and you're looking for something, this is your webinar. But if you're not on the buyer side and you have something that you are looking to put up on our site, or if you're looking for a buyer, this is also important because you can monitor these wants and you can see if there is something that matches up to something that you have on the market. So that's our agenda. Gonna go to the next slide here, and this is just kind of part of our general presentation. In case you don't know about Quantum Listing, we do work with all sizes of commercial real estate brokerages. So we have CBRE, Colliers, we have Cushman & Wakefield, Newmark Knight Frank, SVN, Keller Williams. So those are just some examples of some of the bigger companies, but we work with one-person companies, two-person. So no matter what you are, there's a space for you on our site. So this was from last week's webinar, but I wanted to put it in because it's the new feature is here. It's not coming soon. It is here, and we are really excited about it, as we said. So you know what? I'm going to jump right into it, and we're going to digress from the presentation and go right onto the site because I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to add a want. So I'm just going to take this time here. Okay, so we have Michael has written here what he is looking for. And Michael, do you have a Quantum Listing profile yet? You can just type yes or no in the chat. No, you don't. Okay. Well, so we'll add this one for you right now, just for the sake of time. And then we will be able to have you add it yourself. We can, we'll delete ours, and I'll help you after the webinar get set up so that we can broadcast your want and make sure it's connected to the right person. So I'm just going to copy and paste. I'm going to copy and paste this little description here, just so that when I go to add the want, I make sure that I get all of Michael's parameters. And I may need, Michael, you to help me out a little bit with some of the other questions that it asks, but like I said, it's super easy. So we are going to go ahead to the website now. So just give me 1 second. And I'm going to log in here. You're going to log in as Perimeter Properties. So this is initially going to say that it's Perimeter Properties, but don't worry, we'll definitely make sure that any calls go to Michael. So this is the profile page on Quantum Listing. So this is David's page. And if you didn't know already, David, our founder, is a broker himself. He is the head of Perimeter Properties. And the reason why he started Quantum Listing is because he, like many of you, was frustrated with the current solutions, and he wanted to create something that is affordable and that puts their customers first with a high level of customer care. That's a whole nother topic of a webinar. And also, I do want to point out, as soon as I get to the site here, that you can always schedule a demo with this button in the top right. And when you click on it, you can see you know what, I'm going to set up a demo right now, actually, because I don't talk to David enough, and I'm going to set up a 15-minute meeting. I'm going to set it up for next Monday at, when do we normally talk? 2 p.m. And you can see here my information's filled out. That may or may not be the case for you. And I'm going to click schedule event. And in a minute, I should get a text reminder, or actually prior to the webinar, I'll get a text reminder. But so I am booked with David, and that's how easy it is to schedule a demo. Also, you can reschedule if you book something and then you have a showing that comes up, or if you have to go see a space. So I'm going to go back to the profile, which, by the way, once you're logged in, the easiest way to go back to your profile is to just click this little head and shoulders in the top right. Oh, I didn't click it. There we go. Okay, so if you didn't know, in order to add a listing, all you have to do is, right now you're on the listing section of the sub menu, and all you need to do is click this plus button, and you can see it says add listing. And then you fill in some questions about your listing and click save, and then it's on our site ready to be seen. But today, as you know, we're focusing on our new feature, which is right below listings, and it's wants. So David already has 2 wants because I guess he's quite needy or something, just kidding. And so it's the same thing. You're just going to click wants, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to click the plus button. So I'm wondering if there's a way to get Michael in here right away. I don't want to have to set up his profile for him during the webinar, though. Michael, do you want to be an agent for? No, we're not going to make Michael an agent on Perimeter Properties account, but we'll get this situated. Maybe we won't click save, and after the webinar, we will get you all set up. But so the first thing you're going to want to do is just create a title. So and I've just copy and pasted this message from Michael into the description here, so I can look at it. So I would say, okay, so the description is that he needs 10,000 to 20,000 square foot industrial Pompano up to Riviera Beach near I-95 with dock and grade level access or ability to add a ramp to a dock, 20-foot ceiling minimum, public water and sewer, plus fire suppression systems to meet FDA compliance for meat processor. Better yet, if existing freezers and coolers, will consider buying an existing business. Okay, so I'm actually just going to leave that as the description. I think that's a great description, so good job, Michael. And so for the title, we really just want to get to the point and make sure we get the major points into the title, especially I think, you know, looking for 10,000 to 20,000 square foot industrial to lease. We can probably even leave it at that. We could add a description of where, but I think that we'll be okay with just, oh, what do you think, David? Can you see the screen here?
Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to unmute myself.
No worries.
So yeah, I think you should in Pompano and just to save some characters, maybe take the first 3 zeros out.
Yeah, 10 to 20. Yeah, we know it's not 10 square feet. Yeah. Okay. And you do have, I think you're coming from 2 different devices there. So there was a little bit of an echo, but I could hear you. So, all right. So the transaction type, you're looking to lease. So we just go ahead and click that. That's super easy. Asset type, we click industrial. You can add a secondary asset type, which is applicable oftentimes. Unless I'm mistaken, right now I don't see anything. Although I guess, yeah, I think we'll just leave it as industrial for now. You can put what you are looking to pay, or you could just leave that blank, which I would recommend leaving it blank, and it will just show up as inquire. So square feet wanted, I'm just going to put 10,000, and in the description and the title it says 10 to 20,000. So that's no worries there. And then date needed, you can just say today. And there are additional parameters if you want to fill this in, but I think I'm going to go ahead and publish this after I add the address. So this is Pompano Beach in Florida, right? I would imagine, unless we want to put Riviera Beach. Here, let's put Pompano. Okay, so here, Michael, help me out here. Is there a specific location that I should put in for you, or do you want me just to leave it as Pompano, Florida? And please tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So we'll just do that, and we can change it. Pompano Beach is fine. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So that, besides me talking to you guys for an unnecessarily long amount of time, that if I had just gone right off the bat and typed all that in, I think it would have taken 2 minutes maximum. And now I'm going to click Save. And hopefully listing has been saved. Okay. So we can see here, excuse my internet's being a little slow. I was also a victim of the storm yesterday in the East Coast, Northeast. We had tornado watches, which was crazy because I've lived in Massachusetts my entire life and I've never had a tornado warning ever. But you can see that this got added here. What's cooler is that I'm going to go to the Quantum Listing search page right now, and you'll see, since we just added that want, you'll see that it's the first thing on the search page. So when people come to our site, the first thing they're going to see right now is that someone is looking for 10 to 20,000 square foot industrial. So that is how easy it is to add a want. I do see that we have Jane, and I think it was just Jane. She said that she's also looking for waterfront property for independent restaurant group, 1.7 to 3 acres. Jane, are you a Quantum Listing member yet, or are you looking to join and add this want today? You can.
Probably, but I need to know. I really need to set up a meeting with you to find out a little bit more about. Yeah.
Well, if you, I don't know if you were on when I showed how easy it is to set up a demo. Did you see that?
I have something else you sent me to set up a demo.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to put this link in the.
You're showing up very tiny on my screen, and I can't. Well, let's see if I can't seem to get it to go to a full screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everything on top is teeny tiny, and then I've got some. Let's see, people. I've got chat. I've got settings. Let's see if settings will do it. No. And then there's the triple dots. Enter full screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
Better. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I just put in the chat the link to set up a demo. But Jane, I'll show you guys how easy it is to join. So if you guys, anyone who actually is on the call right now, if you guys want to go ahead and type in quantumlisting.com into your search page, you guys can type yes in the chat if you're wanting to follow along with me, or I can just proceed. But I can do it step by step. It's super easy. So if you just go ahead and click join, and then you can type in your first name. So I'm just typing in. Jane, are you asking a question?
I'm unmuted.
Oh, okay. I can hear you.
I'm unmuted. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just showing you guys how easy it is.
Well, because the chat is,
what was that?
The chat is up some space, so it's not allowed. Oh, wait, let me take off the chat. Okay. Now let me go to the page. It's like, I've gotten used to Zoom. This is a new one. Sorry.
That's all right. No worries at all. So like I said, when you guys are going to our site, if you're not yet a member, it's super easy to sign up. Just click that sign up button right from the top of the screen. Go ahead and type in your first, last name, email address. I don't even think you have to add your phone number. Sometimes you do. And then type your password. Go ahead and just select individual account, and then make sure you check that box at the bottom. And then
How are you getting into that? I don't have any place to get into that.
Well, if you're on the GoToMeeting, then you would have to go onto your internet, like a separate tab if you're on the web version. Yeah. But is there something else that looks wrong?
I don't know how to put the sign up link in the chat box.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Okay,
yeah, Jane, I'm going to put the link for. I put the link for demos, and I'm also going to put the link for sign up in the chat box. But that's how easy
I have the capabilities of splitting the screen, but I don't know how to do it. So
okay, so maybe we can talk afterwards, and I can walk you through it. And would be happy to. If you have any questions that come up during this, though, please don't hesitate to type in the chat, or you can also stay unmuted. We welcome that. But so going back here, so this is the Quantum Listing search page. So as you know, we just added this want. It took 2 minutes to add Michael's want, and then right away, the Quantum Listing search page has the want added at the top. I'm just gonna mute. I'm getting some background noise. So something that I was mentioning is it's really easy also to search for wants. You know, it might not always be that every time you come to the site that someone was just on our webinar adding the want instantaneously. So if you are just coming to our site and you're like, I want to see what people are looking for, remember that we just added this. It's hot off the press this week. So you guys are the first ones to learn about it. But what we'll do is we just click this search filter right here from the Quantum Listing search page. And then under deal type, you're going to want to click wants. If you were looking for lease or sale, you obviously would click these two things, but we're just focusing on wants for now. And then click apply filters. So you can see here that there's 4 wants that have been posted. We're hoping that by next week, I was saying to David, maybe we'll have 100 by next week. I'm kidding, but seriously, you guys can all add your wants right now. We do have a question from Paul. It says, can we add wants without being a paid member? David, I'm going to let you answer. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so you do have 30 days to cancel your membership when you join. So if you want to join today and you can become a premium member, you can add your want right away, and then you will have 30 days if you do want to cancel your membership. And by the way, just in case somebody here does not know, Quantum Listing is just $89 $89 per year for unlimited listings. A lot of times people think I say per month, and I swear it is per year. So just erase the word month from your head. We do not want to be another part of your monthly budget that you have to squeeze something into. We are just a once a year cost for premium membership. So that's a good question, Paul, and thank you very much. Ted just asked the same question. So Ted just asked, is there a cost to post a wanted listing? David, do you think we should let our members on the webinar today post their first want for free if they email us after the webinar? He says yes. Okay, so unfortunately Paul left, but I will email him afterwards. And Ted, if you would like to add a want today, I would be happy to help you set that up. Actually, you should be able to do it yourself, but let's see, do you have an account yet? Looks like you do have an account. So I'll make sure that we can help you add a want. And if you have any specific questions with how to do it, let me know. Just so you guys know too, if you go to our blog here, you can see this article that we just put up this week, which explains, why we did this, kind of a lot of the stuff I already went over. And it also, it talks about where you can go to learn how to do this. So at the bottom here, it says learn how to post your first want by clicking here. So I'm going to put this link in the chat as well. But also keep in mind that you can always, always, always reach out to us. Really easy to get in touch with us. I promise you, we do not ignore our users, and that is one of our biggest priorities is customer care. So as I mentioned, so first I was going to show you guys how to post a want. So we already did that. Then I was going to show you how to search for wants, and we did that. If anybody has any questions, feel free to jump in. The third thing I was going to show you guys is how to share a want. So there's a lot of ways that you can do this, but something that's really important about our site that we take a lot of value in is once a listing is added, it doesn't just sit on our site and go into no man's land. We push it out to as many places as possible. So we share everyone's listings to social media. You can share via email. We have an email blast feature. We also have groups and networks that are based on your location that you can chat with other members. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to email out a want. So I'm just going to log back in here. You do have to be logged in order to use some of these features, just so you know. But by the way, if you're just looking at space and if you're just searching our site, you can become a basic member. If you're not posting anything, you don't need to pay to be a premium member, the $89 a year. So if I were looking at a want and I was thinking that I wanted to share it via email, it's super, super easy. All you need to do is click on the listing, or the want rather, and then click on this red share button, and that's going to be your golden ticket to share anything. So you can click this little email icon to email it. You're probably familiar with the next three icons. You could share it to LinkedIn, which would be super, super easy. I will do that in a second. Actually, we're gonna wait to do this because this is Michael's listing, and I want to make sure that he gets the correct contact info. But going back to this here, you can also share it to Facebook. You can share it to Twitter. But again, here I'm talking about how to email one. So you go to the listing, you click the red share button, and then you click this email button. And then it's extremely easy. If you guys actually put your email in the chat here, okay, why don't you guys take a second and everyone types their email into the chat, and I'll show you how easy it is for this email to be sent. So I'm going to give you guys 1 second. Okay, so Ted, you got you, David. All right, so we got Ted, we got Michael, we got Mike. Oh, we got 2 mics. Awesome. And I'm going to set it to myself too, just to make sure I get it. Oh, we got another. Okay. And by the way, you guys can actually, you can send this out by typing in individual emails, or you can also upload an Excel spreadsheet or a CSV. There's 3 different formats actually. There's CSV, there's XLSX, and there's XLS. So really just, the various Excel formats, and just upload a list of email addresses, hit add file. All it has to be is 1 column of emails. There doesn't need to be anything else. Go ahead and click add file and you'll get it instantaneously. So I'm going to say check out this want, not this listing. Click below to see what our users are looking for. Now I'm going to click send. And if you guys check your email, fingers crossed, you all should receive this email momentarily with the want that we just added. I should have put your contact information on that, Michael, but we'll make sure that everyone gets this information. And as I'm checking my email, I'm seeing that I got an invitation for my demo with David next week, which you guys saw me sign up for. So excited for that, David. Has anyone gotten the email yet? Jane, I think I might have missed you. I think I sent it before I saw yours, but you got it. All right, someone got it. Good. Is it GP? Mike says not yet. Well, it should come in the next few minutes. So I will move on in the meantime. Oh, I just got mine. It's from info@PearlProp, which is David's brokerage email. So if you didn't get it yet, you should get it any second. So Ted got his, so that's all awesome. So the other thing you can do is you can actually send out this want via chat message. So what I'm actually going to do is I see that Ted here is a Quantum Listing. He has a Quantum Listing profile. So I'm going to actually type Ted's name into this search bar. And by the way, if you were looking to search by location, you would just click this location pin and type in whatever location you're looking for. But right now I'm going to type in Ted's name and I'm going to go to Ted's profile. So, and I'm going to share this want with Ted by chatting him. So all you have to do when you're logged in is click on this little chat bubble. And now I'm going to be able to send Ted a message. Hey, Ted, thanks for joining the webinar. Check out this new want. Oops, forgot to copy and paste it. So we will. Something that's great about the chat is that you can send links to listings or links to wants, and the URL is clickable right away. So you can see how you can click on this right here and it sends them directly to the listing or the want. So Ted, you should receive that message today or right now rather. And if you didn't know that you were getting the message, and if you weren't logging into your account every day, you will get an email at the end of the day saying, hey, Ted, you have an unread message. I know I mentioned to you guys, in addition to the one-on-one chats, we also have group chats. So David is in quite a lot of these haves and wants group chats because he's a busy guy and he's also the founder of Quantum Listing. So he's in pretty much every group chat. But we're going to just pick the Florida group because Michael's listing is in Florida. And we are going to send a message to every member of this group. There's 316 members right now. And we're going to say hi to the Florida group. Check out this new want that was posted by one of our members. I'm going to pause. David, should I send this or should we wait for Michael to have his own account that he can post his want on?
Yeah, I think you should probably
wait
till Michael's account.
Okay, so we'll get that set up and we'll send out this exact message. And then all 316 of these people in Florida will get this message saying that someone's looking for industrial space to lease 10 to 20,000 square feet. So all three of these things are super, super easy to do from your Quantum Listing profile. I'm going to pause and see if anybody has any questions. Mike, you said I missed how you added the URL. Okay, so all you do for this particular the chat is you're just going to take the URL and you're gonna hit copy, and then you're gonna paste it right into the chat, and then you click send, and it will become a link. But I'm just not going to send this because I don't want I don't want David to be getting the inquiries about this industrial want when it's really Michael's. Jane said, can you access all states? Yeah, you can. You can join as many groups as you want unless it's a private group. We do have some members who have joined multiple groups, so that's a great question. And we have another question, which is how did you find the Florida group? So in order to add yourself to a group, what you're going to do is go back to your profile, which, as I mentioned, you always just click this top right corner with the head and shoulders. And the key is always to look at your side menu for the most part. So what you're going to do is click groups, and then you're going to click my groups. And as I can see here, David is a part of a ton of groups. He's if David can join all these groups, so can you, Jane. And then from here, you can search a group or you can join one. So for some reason, he's not a part of Alabama's group yet. So all you do is you click this plus button, and you can see when you hover over it, it says join a group. And then you're just going to say yes. And now he's a part of the group. You can see, we can show you how easy it is to then go to that group. So let's find the Alabama group. And I mean, most people aren't going to be a member of this many groups, but you can see here, now I can click enter group chat, and then I could start sending a message to the Alabama group. If anybody, if anybody wants to join a group, for example, how many people here are interested in joining the Florida group? You can, I think Jane is, okay, GP, you're interested. So I can invite you guys to join the group, actually. So I'm going to, oops, I'm going to invite Jane Levin, and let me get your email address, Jane. So I'm going to invite you to join the group. And then, oh, Jane, it looks like you already exist, so I'll have to invite you from here.
I just joined, by the way, while we were talking.
Oh, you already joined. Oh, you're quick. Okay. All right. Well, good job,
I
joining.
liked what you had to say. Yes.
Good. So is it GG or GP, or what's your first? Oh, Greg. Okay, Greg. All right. So Greg, hopefully I spelled your last name right. I think I did. Okay. And we're going to add you to the Florida group, and you'll get an email asking you to join. We also are going to invite, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Someone else wanted to join. Was there someone else who wanted to join the Florida group? I thought someone else asked it. Maybe it was GP. Oh yeah, GP, you want to join. Mike, where are you based? Mike Dambro. Oh, okay, you want to join the Florida group too. Okay. Wow, is everybody from Florida in this chat? Or in this webinar, rather? And Mike, you're not a Quantum Listing member, right? Okay, Ted, you're in Vegas. You're probably already a part of the group, but if not, we'll make sure that we get you added. Okie dokie. All right. Any other takers? Ted, you're from Vegas and Miami? Is that what you're saying? How can you be in Vegas and Miami? Which one are you in right now, though? By the way, if you guys are watching this webinar recording, Ted's typing in the chat, so I'm not just talking to myself, I swear. Ted's in Vegas right now. Okay. All right. Daniel, you want to be added to the Florida group too? Everyone's doing it, I guess. All right. Sure. Okay. Why not? Okay. Well, this has been fun. We could spend a whole session just adding people to groups. Maybe that'll be our next webinar. But back to the wants features. Does anybody want to go ahead on their profile and try to add a want? Michael, you just signed up as basic. Awesome. Let's go back to our presentation here and see if I missed anything, because you guys are...
Excuse me, what is the difference between basic and individual?
So basic would just mean that you're basically, sorry to use the word basic, it would mean that you can't post listings. It means that you have access to most of our features except for posting, and it's free because it costs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I did it right.
Okay,
I'll turn off.
That's okay. I think so. Let's see. I just want to make sure we covered everything on the webinar. So. Or on the agenda for the webinar. So I told you guys why we added this feature. showed you how to post a want. We showed you how to search for wants and also how to share them both on via email, via social media, via group chat, via individual chat. And then my last question was just what do you want? I felt like I didn't write the word want enough, so I figured why not add it for a fourth time. So I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that everyone has our contact information. Oh yeah, so David had a good question. I don't know if he doesn't know the answer, if he's just, he's curious himself. He wants to know if we can promote our wants or if we can advertise them on Google. So promote is a good question. So basically, if you have a listing on Quantum Listing, we have something called listing promotion, which essentially what it does is it brings your listing to the top of searches in your market above everyone else's. So that includes both at your individual level and at your state level. So I'll give you an example right here. I'm searching North Carolina. I'm guessing no one here is from North Carolina since like 90% of you are from Florida, but just since I know that there's a good example here. So you can see here we have two listings that are promoted. So the first one is, you can see they're both in the green boxes, which means they're promoted. And no matter how many listings get updated or added, as long as this listing promotion is valid, these will be at the top of the searches. On the left here, you can see brand promotion, which is something really fun. It's very similar to listing promotion, meaning that your listings go to the top of searches, but it's more of an advertisement. So you might be advertising your company, or you might be advertising your personal brand. Personal branding is like a buzzword these days, so want to make sure that I mention that too. And so what's great is when you click on this brand promotion, it brings you to the profile of the person who added this. David wrote, Daniel, aren't you from one of the Carolinas? Daniel, where are you? Are you? I thought you were from Maryland, but that's just a guess, and I'm going off on a limb here. So North Carolina, there we go. You're right, David, good job. So Daniel, we'll make sure that you're part of the North Carolina group when we finish. So David's question was, like you can promote listings, can you also promote wants? And the answer should be yes. And we're gonna find out here. So what you're gonna wanna do is click on the button for the three dots on a listing card. So when you click on this, you'll see that there's three different, or there's a lot of things you can do. But the first thing you'll see is promote. So you're going to want to click on promote, and it actually will bring you to the listing promotion. This will eventually say select listings or wants, but like I said, we literally created this, or we published this a few days ago. So if it says listing, you can just ignore that part right now. So all you do is click that button and then make sure you select the want and then click create order. It's $7.50 to promote something for a month, and it is $2.50 to promote something for a week. So I'm going to show you here. Now, when we search Florida, this want should be at the very top. It actually will be at the top anyway, since it was just added so recently. But in a week, in 2 weeks, this will still be at the top next to this brand promotion. By the way, contact Michael Mahan if you're looking for office medical investment in Naples and Southwest Florida. A little advertisement for one of our users who likes his brand promotion. So that is the answer to the first question. The second question was, can you advertise your wants on Google? David, what do you mean advertise on Google? What are you even referring to?
I'm referring to the Google Display Network.
Oh, can you tell us about it?
I can, except the guy with the
oh, is your electricity getting?
Right outside my door.
Okay, no worries. I can take it. I just thought I would let you guys hear someone's voice besides mine. So essentially, We have 3 aspects of our marketing center. We have the listing promotion, which I just showed you. We have our brand promotion, which I also showed you an example for. And then we have our, then we also have online advertising, which is using the Google Display Network to advertise your listing. So basically what that means is you can go through us. We're almost kind of like a middleman to get your listing onto the Google Display Network, but we take out all the hard steps. So basically, normally a lot of times when people use Google Ads, they will get frustrated because they might be budgeting for something and then all of a sudden they're paying like 10 times more than they expected, or they're trying to navigate the waters with getting the right message out there and making sure that they're budgeting it correctly. So we do all of that for you. We take out all the painful steps and we just make sure that your listing gets seen. So what people generally do is they will promote their listing for $25 to start off. And what ends up happening is they get a multitude of views. And when I say multitude, that was a terrible word because it actually means that they get about 25 to 35,000 views for $25. So this is a little screenshot from a blog post that shows more specifically the numbers that people get on this. And if you can't advertise a want on this the way that you can advertise a listing, I believe you will be able to soon. I know you're preoccupied, David, so I'll let you jump in if you want, but if not, no worries. So you can see here, I mean, someone spending $25, they're getting 32,000 views in their market and 36 clicks. And you can also see that there's 6 examples here, and 3 of the 6 people have repeated. Now I can tell you, since this blog was published a couple weeks ago, this guy in Florida and this guy in Massachusetts have also repeated. So now 5 out of these 6 people have repeated their advertising. So people like it, and that's why they do it again. They're getting results and they're getting phone calls. These are more of the views. By the way, if you ever just want to search our blog, we really appreciate when people read it. We do spend a lot of time adding to it. So anytime something catches your interest, feel free to give it a skim. Also, feel free to share it on social media and tag us. We'll give you points, which, speaking of points, read about our rewards program. It's a really good way to get rewarded double, meaning that you get rewarded first by doing the things that we say to do, which are super simple ways to improve your profile and get seen. When I say get seen, I mean get your listing seen, but I didn't want to be too specific because also get your wants seen. And so you're getting rewarded first by improving your profile and gaining more exposure. And secondly, you're getting rewarded because every time you do something super easy, you get points. I think someone, Ted, I think you said you added a profile picture during this call. So it must have been pretty easy if you did it that quickly. So you would get 5 points. You have to fill out this form in order for us to track it. And then when you reach 25 points, you get a month of listing promotion. When you reach 50 points, we will help you create an email blast to your network. When you reach 75 points, you will get a month of brand promotion. And these are all for free, of course. And then when you reach 100 points, you will get 3 months of brand promotion, which is huge. So little plug there, but people should join the rewards program. I'll put this in the chat box as well if people want to sign up. And by the way, too, you can sign up and not fill anything out. So what you can do is you could just type your email address in, and you can answer one question and hit submit. And then you can come back to it later. I don't know what happened here, but basically you'll get an email and you can edit the form so you can continue to gain more and more points. So don't feel like you have to do everything in one day. And we also are going to have a leaderboard. So far no one's on the leaderboard yet. So if you're on this, recommend joining, getting rewarded, and also who doesn't want to be on a leaderboard? So I'm going to go ahead back to the presentation and get our contact info up. I also will quickly go over pricing in case anyone has questions about that. I've already mentioned a couple times, $89.99 per year for unlimited listings. You can pay for white glove membership, which means that we're basically adding your listings for you and doing all the work. And that's $159.99 per year. Listing promotion, like I mentioned, is $2.50 a week or $7.50 a month. We only do these on a weekly or a monthly basis because we hope that after a month, you will have your listing sold or leased and that you won't have to promote your listing anymore, or your want, remember. Brand promotion is $50 a month, $125 for 3 months, and $400 for a year. But as you can see, if you fill out that questionnaire, you'll get free brand promotion. So there's no reason not to do it. You can also subscribe to lead capture. If you're a member, you get your leads on your listings automatically as long as you're a premium member. But if you want to get additional leads in your market, you can subscribe to lead capture. Online advertisement, that's the Google ads that we talked about. That starts at $25 per listing. Some people might off the bat say $50 because they want it to last for a bit. But generally speaking, my experiences have been if you spend $25, it'll last for about 5 days. And then you usually get, like I said, between 25 to 35,000 views. And then, like I said, lead capture on your listings is included. So that is our pricing. If anyone has any questions about that, feel free to jump in or we can talk about it offline. I also want to make sure you guys get our contact information. So you can email support@quantumlisting.com. You can also email david@quantumlisting.com or myself, Julia@quantumlisting.com. And you can call our hotline, 844-QL1-LIST. You can also call David and I directly. My phone number is 508-561-0731. And like I mentioned, you can schedule a demo. You can check out our How It Works section, and you also can, sorry for that. You can also type in the intercom on our website. And what I mean by that is actually from any page on the site, if you're having problems, which we hope you're not, but if you are, we are very, very, very sensitive to issues and we get back to you as soon as we can. So you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see in a second, there's this little guy down here called the intercom. And you can go ahead and, you can type a message in here. So I'm going to say, hi, David, please help me add a want. And David will get notified immediately. And if he can't handle it, he'll say, Julia, so-and-so needs help. And then I'll help them as soon as I can. So again, that's really easy. How It Works section is right up here. Schedule a demo, super, super easy. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording now, but I will stay on for any questions that anybody might have.